where you're going. And so he rose from supper. Okay, now we are ready. And he laid aside his robe. So take off your robe. Take off your jacket. Yes, please take it from him. He laid aside his robe. Now that is significant. Why is that significant? Because in the olden times, you could tell a person's status, financial status, by the robe that they wore. The robe that they wore. Just like now, if you wear an Armani suit, then clearly you're not just anybody. If you wear a Louis Vuitton pair of shoes, you're not just anybody. So you identified rich people by the kind of clothes they were wearing, the outer garments in particular. You remember when Jesus died, they said that the guards were fighting over his robe. They were fighting, you don't fight over Akisa now. You fight over a rich man's clothes. I don't know where we got this impression that Jesus was poor. I don't know where we got that. Jesus was a royal priesthood. You know he came through the lineage of David and Solomon. He was a royal priesthood. He was not poor. He became poor for us, but he was not poor. And so he took off his outer robe. Now I need to break that down. Why did he do that? Because it was a symbol of wealth and status and power. And for him to do what he needed to do next, he had to remove that. For you to do what God is calling you to do in this hour, my brother, my sister, you're going to have to remove everything that represents status. Some of us cannot serve because we're too educated. I have a degree. I have 2 degrees and a master's. I can't come and be serving. That is what is stopping us from God using us. Some of us, it is the house we live in that is stopping us from doing what God called us to do. Some of us are so arrogant, it is unreal. You know, today my sister said they should help me carry my bag. It's not that I didn't want anybody to carry my bag. But I have to remind myself, Bibi, you're just a servant too. You're just a servant too, don't forget. I have to remind myself, because it's very easy to get into the flesh. So he took it off. What do you have to take off in order to be what God has called you to be? What is standing between you and the call of God on your life? And so he took it off. And he laid it aside. And he took a towel. And he girded himself. So tie the towel around you if you can. Or pretend to tie it around you. And then he poured water into a bowl and began to wash the disciples' feet. So my dear, you have to take off your shoes. And he began to wash her feet. I want you to notice something. Yes, you really wash. Put your foot inside the basin. Yes, you wash. I want you to notice something as he's washing. You see, this is what we're talking about. Help her wash. No, it's all right. Let him use that to wash your feet. Wash his feet. Wash her feet. No, it's all right. It's all right. Wash her feet. It's okay. To wash her feet. And then use the towel to dry it. You're okay. Now, I want you to notice something about washing feet. If he was washing her hands, it will not be a problem. Distance. You can wash hands from a distance. It's not a big deal. But he's washing the feet. Have you noticed that he has to get up close and personal to wash her feet? It's not something you do from a distance. And he has to kneel. He has to kneel. If you are going to serve people the way Jesus is calling us to serve, you cannot do it from a distance. You have to, especially those of you who are in ministry, you have to get up close into people's lives. You know, it's easy for me to say, oh, Pastor, I have a problem. And for Pastor to say, oh, God bless you, he will sort it out, don't worry, it's okay, it is well. And to go her way. That's easy. But to get up close and personal is a different thing. What is the problem? Let's start with that. How can I help is the next step. A practical way of helping. How is the situation now? How should we pray? Who shall I call? What doors can I open for you? How is it going? It's different. You have to, you've got up already, you're tired already. My brother, Jesus was on his knees. He was on his knees. Now I want you to notice something about the feet. First of all, washing of the feet was something that only servants did. It was something only servants did. Also, I don't know about your feet, but my feet are one of the ugliest parts of my body. I want you to think about that. Jesus wanted to wash people's feet, the ugliest part of their body. Many of us want to deal with people, packaged people. People who are already clean.